Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cinemachine. I'm here with just Ryan. How's it going, man?
Good.
So we thought we would do a little something different. Brandon has yet to see this movie, from my understanding. So we thought we would get together and just do a few minutes talking about a movie or two, and we're going to try to do this more and more every week. So before we get started, Ryan,
get some more reviews out there for you
yeah,
guys.
we watch so many movies. The bit that we do on the actual live show is not enough. So do you want to tell everybody how they can get in touch with us and whatnot?
Yes, I definitely want to do that. Hit the subscribe button here on YouTube and notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of the videos we're putting out. We are on Instagram at CinemachinePod. We have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/CinemachinePod. Appreciate all the support we get there. And I will give you a shout out. You got your Criterion Corner hoodie on.
Yeah,
a hot commodity apparently.
The world is falling all over itself to grab these now that we've made them public. Now that you guys have taken the embargo away, people can finally get
the non-compete has ended.
Yeah. I was banished for being a pretentious douche for a long time. So let's get into it. So the movie Pig. First off, you have Nicolas Cage, Alex Wolff, Adam Arkin, Nina Belfort, Gretchen Corbet, and David Nail. This came out in July of 2021, directed by Michael Sarnoski. This is living alone in the Oregon wilderness. A truffle hunter returns to Portland to find the person who stole his beloved pig. I mean, okay, first off, let me ask you this. When you first heard of this movie, because it was kind of one of those, everybody was looking for a wacky Nicolas Cage. It's going to be crazy. What did you think when you first saw the trailer for this?
So truthfully, the only exposure I had to this movie prior to watching it was that poster.
Okay.
And the word of mouth. Didn't watch any trailers.
That's awesome.
Anything. And I will say the first I don't know, 10, 15 minutes was what I was expecting. And then the rest of it was not what I was expecting.
So let's get right into that. What's your initial takeaway from the movie other than that little bit about that's what I was expecting and then not?
I quite enjoyed the whole thing.
I love the subtleties of it.
Yeah.
Personally, it's just
it was very much a commentary on grief, which is not what I was expecting. Just from the knowing Nick, all I really knew is Nicolas Cage was in it. Saw this super dark cover art, and knew it was about truffle pigs, and knew people loved it. And that was it.
Yeah, I did.
Very emotional movie.
When you heard Pig, Nicolas Cage, I mean, everybody thinks automatically, oh, this is going to be a wacky thing where he's basically John Wick with a pig.
Right.
And when it turned out to okay, so we're going to talk about a few spoilers here. So if you haven't seen this, please turn this off. We're only going to do about 10 or so minutes here and just chit chat about this. But
official warning, spoilers.
One of my favorite scenes is when they're at the restaurant and he's talking to the chef or the owner, whatever it was. And you think he's going to go all John Wick, you kind of feel that tension, now in that moment, what did you think? You're oh, I really hope he goes that route. Or were you kind of
there were probably 4 or 5 times in this movie where I thought he was about to kick someone's ass.
The Underground Fight Club was the most off-putting thing. It was just out of left field.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was silly fun. So we got what we thought we were getting. I won't say what we wanted because I got exactly what I wanted with it was a short film too. So it was hour and a half,
31 or something, hour 32.
Something, I mean, on the money. And the crazy thing is this is a first time filmmaker.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
First time filmmaker. I mean,
well done.
Feature,
Yeah.
And now Hollywood's going to ruin him by making him the director of A Quiet Place 3.
Oh man. I
So
will say I was not expecting this to go urban at all.
right.
Like I was expecting it all to be in the woods.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. You know how it is when you see something that you don't really have any idea. I didn't read any descriptions to nothing.
That's a
Just kind
beautiful
of
way
went
to go
for it.
into this. I watched the one, I'll say this. I watched the one trailer and then I heard all the hype about people saying it was just awesome.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh no, it's online people saying it's awesome, which is kind of hypocritical for me to say, but it's online people, blah, 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 and I thought it was just going to be like, Nicolas Cage is like, hey man, I thought it was going to be so stupid. So, I really like the performances in this movie.
Mhm.
I didn't know how I felt about, I forget the character's name, but the one,
The
the
kid,
younger guy. Yeah.
yeah, he grew on me throughout the
Yeah.
movie.
And he actually had an arc. And
Mhm.
that's what's missing from a lot of movies
Yeah,
nowadays is story arcs.
yeah.
Hollywood, pay attention. It's a story arc.
I loved the sequence there where they cooked for him for his dad.
Yeah. Wasn't
That
that
was cool.
beautiful?
Yeah.
So this is right up my alley. So I did name this as my number one movie of last year, and it surprised me.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah,
It surprised me completely.
yeah.
It caught me off guard because I thought I was going to watch it. I thought it might be high up on my list,
Hmm.
but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I loved Nicolas Cage in this movie.
Hmm.
And this is the Nicolas Cage that I like. He's a really good character actor. And I think that, he had to pay his bills off. We won't get into that. But he was doing all these wacky movies that everybody's like, oh, and
Which there
a
was
lot.
just a big piece on that. I don't know if you
Oh,
read
yeah.
any of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting. He's an interesting dude.
He doesn't shy away from any of the movies. He says they were all,
Didn't phone anything in.
yeah, and I can say this, it didn't look like he phoned anything in because he's pretty high octane, pretty
Yeah,
much every movie. So,
yeah.
so is there anything that stood out in this movie to you that maybe is a spoiler, maybe isn't a spoiler, but what I'm saying is like maybe draws people in to want to go see this movie? Why would you tell somebody to go see this movie?
We talk about it sometimes on the show about movies feeling lived in. This definitely feels lived in.
Yeah,
Feels authentic.
yeah. I believed he lived in that shack. Like I believed all of it.
Yeah, and I was just the whole time I was just like, God, this guy has to reek. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's just one of those things. Like I don't know if it's because everything is 17 hours long
yeah,
now or what, but this just breezed by. This felt like a TV show, like
yeah,
not like like the filming or anything, but just the length,
yeah,
and it just breezed by. I was like, oh, it's over already.
yeah. It's
Because
well
I
paced.
actually wanted. Not that I'm saying I want a sequel. I'm not saying that at all. But my God, no. But leave well
He
enough
gets
alone.
another pig.
Yeah, he
And
gets
it's still
another
in.
pig.
He goes all Liam Neeson.
Yeah, pig home
You don't
alone
remember me,
too.
do you?
Yeah. So, but no, I like this movie a lot. I, I said I was excited to see everything that Michael Sarnoski does from this point forward. Outside of Quiet Place 3, but Hollywood, just let us have one. Just let me have one director. You've ruined them all. You put them all in the underwear movies, and you tell them what to do, and you kill their creativity. Anyway, well, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
No, I would just say it's definitely worth a watch. Nicolas Cage movies tend to be really hit or miss, and this is definitely a hit. Um, I mean, I don't know if I've seen anyone say otherwise. To be honest with you,
I haven't heard anybody say
um,
anything bad about it personally.
yeah,
Yeah, I actually look forward to my movie club watching this movie eventually.
yeah,
So, well, before we get out of here, I want to make sure everybody let us know if you've seen this movie. Let us know what you think about this movie. And also remember that we have a live show every Thursday night the Cinemachine, and we have one other fella.
Yep.
And then Brandon and Ryan have Cape Cast on Tuesday nights.
Just for those underwear movies.
Just for the underwear movies, so that we can stay a show. So anyway, well, I love this movie. I actually want to see it again pretty soon. And I want to see Nicolas Cage in more movies like this. Any closing thoughts for you?
No, definitely. Let us know in the comments if you enjoyed the flick, favorite parts, anything. We love talking about this stuff. So, yeah, other than that.
All right, everybody. See you Thursday nights at 9 p.m.
Bye.
live.